Not every time that someone does you wrong, you express your anger. And you respond 2 words for a word that came from the sister. But rather, we should keep quiet. You should keep quiet. And you should try to suppress your anger. Beautiful story of Imam al-Shafi'i rahimahullah. An ignorant person came and he said, I want to argue with you. I want to debate with you. You call yourself a alim. I will prove to the people that you're ignorant. I will prove to the people that you know nothing. And then the man spoke to Imam al-Shafi'i in a harsh way, disrespecting him, saying every evil word, every evil thing. And Imam al-Shafi'i was quiet, did not respond to what the man said. And the people said to Imam al-Shafi'i, you have been defeated, O Shafi'i. You couldn't defend yourself. Look what he said. You're weak, ya Imam al-Shafi'i. And then Imam al-Shafi'i rahimahullah responded to them by saying these lines of poem. قَالَ قَالُوا سَكَتَّ وَقَدْ خُوصِمْتَ. They said you were silent and he silenced you. And you were not you and you were defeated. وَقَدْ خُوصِمْتَ. And I will say to them, إِنَّ الْجَوَابَ لِبَابِ الشَّرِّ مِفْتَاحُ. Answers could be key to gates of evil. If I answer to him, if I reply to that ignorant person, it could be key for gates of evil. It may open gates of evil that is unnecessary. And then he said, فَالْعَفُّ, but to forgive, عَنْ جَاهِلٍ, in a person who is ignorant, أو أحمق, or foolish. Adabun is itself an etiquette, its manners, its behavior, is a characteristic of us Muslimin as-Salihin. He said, yes, also that will protect the honor of the righteous. Have you not seen, he said, that people fear lions while the lions are silent, and they stone the dogs while the dogs are still barking. What he's trying to say is, when we see a lion, even though the lion is not saying anything, is not roaring, is not attacking, we have that fear in our hearts. He said, when the person gives the people afwa and he forgives them, and he treats them and he forgives their sins and treats them like they did nothing, Allah will put in the hearts of those people fear for that person. Means respect. And he said, but when it comes to dogs, they bark and they bark and they bark. And when the dog does not stop barking, what do? We stone them. And here he's telling you, when the person talks, he calls that person, and he calls that person, and he backbites you, and he says about you, and you know about it, and you forgive that person. He said, this is like a person who is throwing stones on that barking dog, and you are like that lion, and the people fear you because you forgave that one. My dear beloved sisters, in this life that you live, you may meet people who would say to you hurtful words, who may give you that burning looks, or he may even say something about your honor, about your family, about your deen, about the people that you respect. They may go as far as attacking your aqidah. They may call you names, but you should know that person is jahil. That person is ignorant. Yes, akhawati fillah. People who harm you, whether they Muslims or Yahud or Nasara or whatever, they are ignorant. And sometimes they may say a word that would be so hurtful that you feel that it's worn and it's really bleeding. But at the same time, you keep your composure and you keep it to yourself and you don't talk about it and you don't respond. And all this, my dear sisters, is normal. But you may find individuals who would encourage you. And he will say to you, no, how dare you, he said that to you. You must reply. You must respond. You must say back what she said to you. You must defend yourself. But tadhakkari, remember, this is normal. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the mu'min who deals with people and he's patient and she's patient with the harm that comes from the people is far better than a mu'min or a mu'mina that don't deal with people and don't get or receive any harm from them. In this, ya akhawati fillah, the only thing that you could say is, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We belong to Allah, and to Allah we all return. Oh Allah, help me through this calamity. Oh Allah, place me in better position and better place than what they describe of me. And this is, akhawati fillah, what is afu is all about. Forgiving a sister, forgiving a beloved sister, is what we're talking about. In this dunya, my beloved sisters, we live with people with different manners, different behaviors, different attitude. They came from some different families. Some of their background is not as Islamic as yours. Some of them, they knew Muslims and they lived the time of Jahiliyyah. Some of them, they live in an environment that is not Islamically healthy. Some of them, they are rotten people by nature. And they have no manners. They don't know how to deal with Muslimat. All this, again, is part of your test. It's part of you being a mu'min and Muslimah. So you have to have sabr. And you have to understand that shaitan, as the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, goes through us like blood. He runs through the veins of Bani Adam. And kama fi Sahih al-Bukhari. So when you see a Muslimah saying nasty things about you, something that you're free from, then you should know that this is from the works of shaitan, and have sabr with those individuals. And tame yourself. And tame yourself to forgive this individual.